It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Kamara up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Nix to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Nix. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3 from the 43. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Atkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Nix on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lucas Kroll, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, Kamara. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. Nix to the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 35.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Nick Benito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Carr. Fighting through pressure. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Nix. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Nix to throw again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutt's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And Kamara with a call on 1st down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. 2nd down and 4. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Second down, and it's Kamara again.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, You better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing his car. That'll be caught by Hill.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And here's Jones again on second down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Darnold wants to change it up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Darnold from the red zone now. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Eight 0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Open man is Jalen Naylor. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds it.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. But gutsy call there. Yeags at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 40 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 13-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Darnold now to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And now Carr changing the formation.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. To throw is Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 63 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw, Darnold.
Pass complete to Addison. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pete Werner drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time, and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was Sam Darnold, CD, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Play fake. Here's Love. They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening run. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara trying the right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 6 now.
Kamara up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A point after, good by Grupe. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Off the play fake, Love. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action this time with Love. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love throwing for it.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Love, they go play action now. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Love now to pass on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Jacobs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion right, LLe-ge-nd. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's 3rd and 10. To throw his car. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Jacobs, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On the ground with a tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Luke Musgrave punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw now, here's Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, "Guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win." And usually they say, if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. On the return, here's Shaheed. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That one out wide and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. That is caught. Shedding the tackle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jet sweep. Here's LLe-ge-nd. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Hooker now on first down. Locates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Gibbs straight ahead.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr completes it. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They're going to run this with a tight end. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Carr to throw. Steps away to his left.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that trims the lead down to 9.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it.
Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Carr's throw caught by Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
32 yards.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
In motion goes Patrick. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
54 yards.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
On the return, here's Shaheed. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. To throw, it's Carr.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Hooker going to try to throw for it.
And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
McCarr, he wants to change up the look here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
In motion goes Patrick. 1st down throw here. It's Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. St. Brown in motion right. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Throwing. Hooker.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hooker on first down. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. On first down, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage. He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Carr. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Forced out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And that will be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind.
Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and that will force a turnover on downs. Williams, the man in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Block right. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Oh, what a move. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hooker.
Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Flush to his right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Groupie for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Looking to throw. Hooker
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Hooker.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them,